Hey guys, Welsknight here, bringing you another brand new episode of Minecraft Building for Dummies. And in today's episode, we are going to be covering the concept of color palettes and color contrast. Once again, I am joined by my friend BC from Alloy 7, so let's go ahead and jump right into the episode. Hello again, BC.
Hey, brother man, what's happening, Welsknight?
Oh, it's going, and I think we're ready to dive into episode number 3. We're on, right? 3?
Yes.
Lesson number 2, episode 3.
Episode 3, lesson 2 for noob lessons here at Alloy 7, and is it Minecraft Building for Dummies?
Something like that. Yeah, building for dummies. I don't know.
Well, the name is applicable if you're talking about, once again, the guy that's never going to live down building a castle out of diamond.
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe on YouTube I'll become that guy. After a while, after we're done growing and reaching all our people, like, hey, that's the guy that did the Minecraft castle out of diamond, and Welsknight's the dude that showed him how retarded he was. Thanks, Internet.
Thanks, Internet. Yes, absolutely. So what we're going to do in this episode is we're going to talk about color palettes.
Excellent.
And choosing colors and how to properly choose colors. So I have laid out 3 color palettes here. And I'd like you to tell me which of these does not belong.
I'm going to go with the contestant behind door number 1 over here.
Yeah, I think so. Here, behind door number 1, we have some of the most clashy blocks in the game of Minecraft. I'm actually going to remove the granite and add jungle wood because...
even better.
Yeah, so... these blocks are all blocks that you generally want to avoid. That's not to say you can't build something that looks good with these 6 different colors here. But it is very difficult to build something that looks good that incorporates a large amount of redstone, lapis, diamond, granite, jungle wood, or acacia wood.
Agreed.
Acacia and jungle wood maybe being the exception. I have built a couple things in the past that managed to incorporate it, but you have to plan. Spruce, on the other hand, if you come over here, spruce wood you can add to almost anything, and it will look great. Same with stone brick, or birch or oak. They're not very clashy colors, and they will blend with just about anything in Minecraft. Nice. Over here, we have more of kind of a modern color palette. If we were building, say, a modern house, these are some very modern colors with, like, the cyan stained clay. Snow is actually used as a building material sometimes, because it's a nice white color.
Yep.
You know, sandstone. I like the color of sandstone. I don't like the texture of sandstone personally, but that's just me.
It tries to emulate brick a little bit too much, but it's...
yeah,
the way that it does it.
It's all right. I do like it as kind of a floor.
Yeah.
You know, or a pathway or something, because the top texture is very smooth. But as like a wall texture, not so much.
It'll also help you lighten up a room too. Like if you have a room in one of the houses that's dark, having that lighter floor or lighter wall can help bring some contrast into a dark room.
Exactly. So what we're going to do in this one is I'm going to once again build a wall, and then I want you to add to it whatever you want, but do it in such a way that the color matches and looks good.
Understood.
So that's all we're going to do. You can modify the wall however you want. We covered depth in the last episode, so we don't necessarily need to cover depth again. Just add whatever you'd like to this wall and make it look, not clashy and horrible.
Not clashy and horrible. All right, let's see. I'm picking up my materials while you build.
Sounds good. If you'd like, one thing that I sometimes like to do, if I'm planning out a very large build, sometimes I'll actually lay out a color palette just like this. I'll lay out, 5 or 6 different colors that I'll be using throughout the build, just to kind of plan that out. Because the last thing you want to do is get an hour and a half into a big build and then realize, ooh, I shouldn't have used diamond blocks.
Right.
And have to rebuild, an hour and a half worth of stuff.
Amen to that. All right, so I'm going to take some stuff out and rebuild here. Put my own little taste on it.
Sure, by all means. Okay, so we got spruce wood logs.
Let's see. Oh, my bad. I will rebuild that at the end. And then let's come up here.
Laying out those spruce logs, okay.
Ah. All right, now I'm going to accent this with, now one of the things I'm not sure, let me check my inventory very quickly to see if this is even an option. Don't believe it is, so I'm going to roll with what I got.
Glass, interesting choice.
All right, so we'll go there with it, and let's incorporate some of the things you have already squared me away on in terms of adding. Yeah, okay, that's still in my inventory. Go to, there we go. Let's see if this is gonna clash. It's gonna clash. I don't want to use that.
Dark oak stairs is what you were going for there?
Yeah, I was trying to find oak stairs that would work with the other wood here, but it's not gonna pan out the way I want it to. So what I can go with is option number 2, but I need to switch real quick to, where are you? I know you're in here somewhere.
There is a search bar. If you look at the little compass there, there's actually a search bar where you can type in whatever it is you're looking for. So we're going birch.
Let's see, can I? Yes, I can. Want to see how that contrasts with what I have there. Yeah, it's not terrible.
I think it definitely contrasts, but I think it contrasts a little too much.
Yeah, I'm thinking so too. I was hoping to find that same type of brick with the what I did there. But like you said, that's a key example of how planning prior to can help flesh that out when you're in the moment. Now that actually makes that make perfect sense. Let me go ahead and switch back to your spruce wood.
Also, I should mention, if you look at a block and you hit your middle mouse button when you're in creative, you'll actually select that block. It'll just jump right into your hotbar.
Okay, excellent.
So
there we go. No, wait a minute. That's not what okay, my bad. There we go.
Okay, there we go.
There we go. Keep it simple.
Yeah, nice and simple. So now, as far as colors go, what else could we add to this to make this look a little bit more, appealing?
Well, we could definitely add some stone to it, especially on the accents around the outside.
Okay.
So let's grab that. There you go.
So we do something like that.
Yeah, no doubt.
Okay, so that's a decent color. What about maybe some green?
Yeah, green would definitely work with the wood color you've got going on there.
So add in some hedges, perhaps?
Indeed.
And that looks pretty good.
There we go. That's what I'm trying to get it to do. Yeah, I like that.
Could also, instead of the glass, maybe grab some, maybe some oak fences.
Yeah, that'll work.
And put those right in here. Because oak is kind of halfway between birch and spruce. It's not as light as birch, but it's not quite as dark as spruce either.
True. And far enough away, it's going to all mesh together anyway.
Yep. You know? So you got kind of a decent color palette here. And then it just comes down to adding maybe some highlight colors. So, for example, if we wanted to add in some green stained clay, even though it's not something you would normally do, you know, maybe just a little bit on those pillars or something like that. Or if, heaven forbid, you ever decided that you did want to build with diamond blocks, you probably could find a way to incorporate it if you only used it in very small quantities.
Yeah, just as an accent.
Exactly, just a tiny little bit. And that actually doesn't look too bad. You know,
the green and the diamond comes out with the bushes too, so that's pretty decent. There's some continuity there.
Exactly. So when you're choosing a color palette, you're just looking for stuff that goes well together. You know, cyan stained clay, which is actually gray, and greens, I mean, those two go very well together.
Absolutely.
There's also some brown in both of those. So, you know, spruce goes well, and so on and so forth. It's all pretty straightforward. So I think you've got that lesson mastered. We've got the color down. And I think all we really have left to figure out is detail. So I think that's what we'll cover in the next episode.
Sounds good. Allow me to go ahead and thank you for the noob lessons, man, trying to help me not be terrible at PC games. I know that's a very tall order, but you are more than up to the task. I want to thank everybody out there for watching me and Wells get it on here in Minecraft. I'd like to ask everybody from Alloy 7 to give Welsknight a shot, give him a view, give him a subscribe too, because the content he creates is definitely worth your time. And if you dug this, share it with a friend. And as always, subscribe to Alloy 7 and help us be a part of building a stronger gaming community together. But before I bid everyone a fond adieu, do you have anything to add, Mr. Wells?
All I'd like to say is, guys, thank you all so much for watching, and we'll definitely see you next time.
Right on.